Welcome to the Style Sports Hub, presented by UF Health Medical Group Orthopaedics.
Hey everyone, welcome to the Sports Hub podcast presented by UF Health Medical Group Orthopaedics. I'm your host, Kyle Coppola. Thanks for joining us here today. Want to thank our partners that make it all happen, Lake Center Home Care, Lake Sumter State College, and United Southern Bank. A reminder, our podcast available on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Facebook, and more. You make sure to check us out at lakeandsumterstyle.com for local sports coverage in the Lake and Sumter County region. Today, I get the honor of talking to Village's head basketball coach, Marquez Porter. Thank you for coming on, Coach Porter.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
Absolutely. Yeah, you guys finished the year 13-13 this season. You've been steadily building the program at the Villages Charter High School. Can you talk about sort of where the program was when you first came on and where you're at today?
Right. Just very happy, where we are at. When I first took over the Villages girls basketball team, we were a mess as a program. We had our younger girls didn't like older girls didn't like younger girls, parents didn't like each other. So we really had to just, break everything down and build everything back up and just lay down the foundation, for what we really wanted our program to be. And, thankfully today that we are in a much better place.
Much better place. And this year, you actually became the all-time winningest girls basketball coach for the Villages Charter High School. That had to mean a lot to you.
Yeah, it did. Especially, considering where we've come from. A lot of people don't really understand, where we've come from. So just to become the all-time winningest coach this year, it really meant a lot. And it's just a testament to the girls that come through the program thus far, the girls that committed, the girls that sacrificed, the girls that that are no longer here, but they knew that the hard work and the sacrifice and the time that they put into the program, they knew that it would eventually pay off. So just very thankful for all those girls that came through and laid the foundation for us.
Yeah, certainly not just them, but all of the female sports at the Villages Charter High School. I feel like that's been a focus for the school the last couple of years to get these girls athletics really on tap. And you have seen the rise in the Villages, not just through the girls, but the boys programs as well, but especially girls basketball. You're seeing it on the soccer field as well. That female sports are truly starting to rise at the Villages Charter School, and that starts with the foundational leadership.
Absolutely, and I love it. I talk about it all the time because we see that the boys' sports get a lot of attention at all schools. You don't really see that that much at for girls' sports. So the Villages is it really is a special place, and the Villages, they really do care about girls' sports just as much as they do boys. So just to be a part of what the Villages has going on, for all of our kids be able to benefit from it. I'm just really happy to be a part of a place like the Villages.
100%. Yeah, it's a great place to be, and a lot of great things about the Villages Charter School. We're going to talk to some of those girls later on in the program. We're going to talk to Evah Watterson, Makayla Crews, Rayniah Gould on the program as well. And those are three girls that were part of the basketball program. They're also multi-sport athletes and great students as well.
Right. I'm very excited, to hear from all three of those girls. All three of those girls have played such a big role, in building our program. We talk about, Evah Watterson. She's the first girl that I've had. This is my 5th year being the head coach. I've had her for all 4 years. She's the only girl that has stuck around, for all 4 years. So I'm just very proud of the growth that she has shown from a 9th grader to a 12th grader. I remember her when she was in 8th grade, tall, lanky. She played center, number 35, and now she so now she became a guard, a sniper, that what we like to call her. Just very proud of her, overall. And Makayla and Ray, just this is their first year at the Villages, but just their overall growth in our program. I'm just really proud of them too.
I also wanted to touch base on parents at this level too. You had a really cool Facebook post a couple of months ago where you went on a bit of a rant about parents in this day and age and how they raise their children. Can you touch on that a little bit?
Yeah, that was a bit of a touchy subject, but I just felt like I was voicing an opinion of a lot of people that deal with kids on an everyday basis. And, I'm not talking about any specific group of kids from any place. I'm just talking about kids in general. I think that when it comes to parenting, it's a very sensitive topic because, all parents love their kids tremendously. And, that's understandable. But, the biggest thing that I try to get over, to the parents that I come across is we all have a job to do for our kids. We love them. We love giving them everything that they want. We love providing for them, but we also have a job to do for them. We expect our kids to be successful in life. Life isn't always going to give them what they want. So it's just us having, a backbone to for them sometimes. And, I just remember growing up getting, tough love. If mama said no, then no meant no. Mm-hmm. A lot of times, parents don't understand how things translate. So if they're used to throwing fits at home and getting their way, they're going to do that same thing on a basketball court, football field. They're going to do that same thing in a classroom, and teachers end up struggling with them. So the foundation of all of our kids start at home. And so the thing that I really want parents to understand is coaches and teachers, our job is to partner with parents and help grow our kids. Mm-hmm. And so, if that partnership is off at home, but you expect the coaches and teachers to be able to deal with them, it's not going to happen. So, nobody's going to be perfect. Parents, teachers, coaches, nobody is perfect. But if we can just stay a team, and provide, the accountability, the structure, the discipline, the love, everything starts with love. But if we can all apply that and work together, our kids will be better off today.
Absolutely. We're going to touch more on that, and we'll talk to some more Villages players coming up here. We'll be talking to Evah Watterson when we get back after the break here on the Sports Hub.
Is pain or restricted range of motion keeping you on the sidelines? Get back in the game with expert orthopedic care from UF Health Medical Group Orthopaedics. UF Health Medical Group Orthopaedics provides robotic-assisted surgical joint repairs and replacements, post-operative care, and inpatient rehabilitation services, all close to home, right here in Lake and Sumter counties. And for those unexpected injuries, UF Health Medical Group Orthopaedics offers convenient walk-in and same-day appointments. To learn more or to schedule an appointment with one of their specialists, call 352-323-5665.
Hey everyone, welcome back to the Sports Hub podcast. I'm your host, Kyle Coppola. Thanks for joining us here today. We are sitting with Coach Marquez Porter. We're also sitting here with Evah Watterson, who's a senior on the Villages basketball team, volleyball team. You play flag football. You're a track star, four-sport athlete. Evah, thank you for joining us today.
Thank you for having me.
Absolutely. Evah, it was a fantastic season for you on the basketball court. Let's talk about that for a moment. 10.6 points per game that you averaged on the court. You had a terrific season. Can you talk about the year?
Okay, so start off with all these girls came from a new school, so it was something different. It was it was great to get to know them and get together and become a team. And as we started to become a team throughout the year, we were all handling and scoring points like crazy. We were all double digits almost every game, and it was just amazing to go from where we were last year to only having a few star players to having a whole starting five that can blow away the team. Yeah. And it was really great to go from there to getting to know each other to where we are now and playing as a team and being the best team we could be.
Well, you know a thing or two about building a team. You've been around for the entire 4 years that you've been a part of the varsity squad here at the Villages Charter School. Talk about the growth that you've seen at the Villages Charter School.
The growth is insane because the amount of younger kids that come in as freshmen and sophomore, and they're just trying new things. And our JV team this year was actually better than it has ever been, and it was exciting to watch these kids grow and have the foundation of where we started and come from there and become who they are now with Ray and Kayla and Zion, they came and like they connected with us so well, and they just like developed so many skills and so much different things that you see in practice and on the court.
Coach, she's been a special player. You've had the chance to coach her the last 4 years. Talk about Evah and what she's meant to the program.
I try not to talk about Evah because I need some tissue. Evah, she's a great kid. She comes from a great family. Just thinking about what she has meant to our program, I can never ever thank Evah enough for what she has done for us and what she has meant to our program. I've just had so many proud moments of Evah this season. Just we talk about the stewardship, just treating things like it's your own, or just the love for her team. A lot of times you see a senior, and they don't want to do a lot of the dirty work. They don't want to do things that they feel like the younger girls should be doing. There was no job ever too big for Evah. As soon as school was over, Evah was coming to get the practice jerseys to pass them out. She'll make sure everything is collected. Anything that we needed help with, Evah would be one of those kids that would help you. And you would think that somebody that's averaging double digits, that has the status in our program like she does, that you would think that, well, sometimes things become above certain people. You know what I mean? But not with Evah. She would always do whatever the team needed her to do. So I'm just very thankful for her.
That's awesome that you can help out, being that you're one of the seniors. You have seniority, but you're still helping out with a bunch of stuff like that. Where do you get that from?
I get that from being an older sister, mostly because I have 4 brothers, and it's just like I have that like parent role in me, and I'm always around kids, helping in church and everything. So it's just like seeing younger kids and seeing things that I already know and helping them grow as like a person and on the court. It's just amazing to see that, and I get it. Yeah, that's what I get it from.
That's awesome. And you actually you have some exciting things coming up for you later on this year. You're going to college. Talk about that.
I am planning to go to college for physical therapy assistant at CF, and then I'm going to work in the field so I can have like a job and get paid and attend the flex program at St. Augustine to do my doctor of physical therapy. So I'll like have work to do while I'm working, and then go on the weekends and do some like in-job training and stuff.
That's terrific.
Yeah.
That's awesome. I got another question for you. For younger kids coming up through the program, because now that you're a senior, you have a voice and an opinion, of course. What is your advice to younger kids coming up through the program? What was your final words to some of the younger kids as you left as a senior off the basketball court this year?
I would say my final words is to keep the program going. Keep it where it's at. It's gonna go far from here. Like, we have made like such big impacts in our program right now that it's been amazing since I've seen my freshman year, and to where it is now. It's just they've made a great impact, and I just think to like keep your head on. Don't let anything like around you like distract you. Like, just stay focused and stay the course. And yeah.
I think that it's so cool that the Villages is putting so much emphasis on women's sports, and a lot of teams are, even the public schools in Lake and Sumter County, putting a lot more emphasis on the girls. Umatilla is the perfect example of that. Mm-hmm. Coach Patrick Todd came in, kind of fixed that whole program, and so did Coach Cameron Ware. We had him on the program actually last week, which he was a lot of fun to talk about, but it must mean a lot to see the growth of women's sports in our area.
Yes, it does.
Yeah, for sure. I know when I first became the, head coach for the girls, that was one of the first things that I noticed, was that you've seen a bunch of great coaches on a boys' side, but there was not a lot of really good coaches on the girls' side. So now there's definitely a balance now. We have a lot of good coaches in Lake and Sumter County, for girls, and they're all taking their teams, to a higher level, and so it's really exciting to see for our area.
Yeah, Wildwood, one of those teams. Yeah. Eastridge, one of those teams. So you can definitely see it building. Evah, thank you so much for coming on, letting us know a little bit more about you, and we look forward to the rest of your season. You're in track season right now and flag football season. Yes. What can we expect out of track season for you?
Track, I'm hoping to break the school record again in triple jump. So That's a big thing. And then high jump right now, I'm first for our school, so that's a big impact. So
that's awesome. We
Go,
wish you the best of luck in the rest of your season. Coming up next, we're going to be talking to Makayla Crews, an exciting sophomore at the Villages Charter High School, next on the Sports Hub. Are you ready for your future to take flight? Whether you're graduating high school or looking to level up, Lake Sumter State College offers affordable degrees and certificates that will punch your ticket to success in a rewarding career. Plus, with programs like Direct Connect to UCF, your opportunities with LSSC are endless. So, what are you waiting for? Join us in Leesburg, Claremont, Sumterville, Four Corners, or online. Learn more at lssc.edu. Hey, everybody, we're back on the Sports Hub podcast. I'm your host, Kyle Coppola. Thanks for joining us. We're talking right now with Makayla Crews, who's an exciting sophomore for the Villages Charter High School, along with her head basketball coach, Coach Porter. Makayla, thank you for coming on to the program today, and we're looking forward to talking with you about the season.
Yes, thank you for having me.
Yeah, looking forward to talking to you. You were a defensive anchor for the Villages this season, 4.6 rebounds per game. You averaged 4 points per game as well. Talk about the season. We talked to Evah Watterson earlier. Talk about your season and kind of how it went.
Yes, for me, it was more about a confidence thing, transferring from Lakeware my freshman year. It was just, I didn't get as much playtime as I was told I was getting much playtime, but it just, I just stuck it out, and I was like, okay, me transferring, just a confidence thing, just going from not having playtime to being one of the starters. It was just for me, just a confidence thing, just coming here, being confident in everything that I do, and just, uplifting the team, being a leader on the team, and just giving the girls confidence as well.
And at such a young age, too. You're a sophomore. The poise that you show is terrific. Going from Lake Weir to the Villages Charter High School, which this brand new college-like facility, was that a little bit of a shock for you?
Yes. Coming here was just... And then seeing that, just even transferring just from my small town all the way in the Panhandle, transferring from Lake Weir and then coming here, it's just a dramatic change. Seeing everything new, seeing all this big stuff that I'm not used to, it's just a lot for me. But I was glad I was able to take it in and just get used to it and be comfortable.
Yeah, you came in and they made you comfortable, and I think that's what Coach Porter does so well, is he makes girls feel very welcomed on the team. Coach Porter, can you talk about Makayla Crews?
Makayla, she had a great year for us. A big part of what Makayla does is, she brings confidence to the other girls. Makayla is not afraid to be that voice, for the team. The number one thing that she did for our team this year was the accountability that she brought to our team. Her ability to hold other girls accountable, because if the team belongs to the coach, the team will never be as good as it possibly could be. But once she came in, she started holding other players accountable, and some girls couldn't handle it and they quit, and other girls they embraced it. So beyond, like, Makayla's impact goes beyond her stats. Because if you take Makayla Crews off of our team, we don't get to the district championship. We don't beat Umatilla. We don't continue to grow as a team throughout the whole season if you take Makayla Crews off our team. The impact that she had defensively, like I said, it doesn't show up in on the offensive side, but just what she meant to us defensively, where she can literally guard all 5 spots. She's our number one communicator, on defense. And so, the biggest thing, like how she talked about confidence, what we talk about all the time is being consistent. So, she's seen sometimes, like, where her confidence was at an all-time high, but she also seen when her confidence was at a low, and she's seen how it affected the team. And so it's just like all of those ups and downs that come with the season, all of those learning curves that comes with the season, that makes, seeing her growth now, it makes everything worth it because we always, preach stay the course. We always preach trust the process. And, when you do that, you have to be ready for all of the ups and downs. Like all of our girls know that in sports and in life, good things are going to happen, bad things are going to happen, but you got to do what?
Stay the course.
You got to stay the course. And so, that's something that we preach every day. And so no matter what Makayla Crews goes through, she always stays the course. And I'm glad she's only a sophomore.
Where do you get all of your confidence from, Makayla?
I would really just say my dad. He just pushed me to be the best. My dad, my family, my mom, they just always just push me to be the best and be the best that I am and just give it what he always tells me, energy and effort, make sure it's 100% all the time. So I just try to, if I keep my head on the swivel, just make sure I know what I'm doing, it just helps the team and like everybody else is just together and just makes us, in the results, it's just a really good outcome.
Yeah, definitely the outcome. You've learned a lot in a very short period of time from Coach Porter. What are some of the most important things that he's taught you?
Really it's really just, again, my confidence. He was just, Coach, sometimes he's hard on me, but I just know it's just out of love. He just really boosts my confidence, helped me stay the course and just keep on doing what I need to do. Even when I'm having a bad game, he always asks me, like, what's my ability to do this and do that, help the team out and do this and do that. So I just try to, keep a great attitude and just, be there for the team, even though it's not going great for me sometimes.
What's the biggest thing you learned about yourself this season?
I can just say it's just my energy and my effort. This is my first year ever having to be, like, really a leader. So just me being a leader and me helping other girls, giving them confidence as well, it just helped me boost my confidence also. So it's just me being a leader is just a really great thing. It just helps me, even in school as well.
Yeah, she's certainly a leader, and we're looking for great things out of her, especially the next 2 years here at the Villages Charter High School. Thank you for coming on to the program, Makayla, and looking forward to great things out of you. Absolutely. Coming up next, we're going to talk to Rayniah Gould, another sophomore here on the Villages Charter High School basketball team.
Are you looking for a bank with heart? For over 85 years, United Southern Bank has served businesses and families in Central Florida with excellent customer service and the latest in banking technology and products. USB offers free checking, high-yield savings accounts, residential and commercial loans, and much more. Whatever you're looking for, USB delivers on personalized service and friendly, fast communication. Stop into one of our 12 convenient locations or visit us online at unitedsouthernbank.com. United Southern Bank. We are united in community. Equal housing lender and member FDIC.
Hey everyone, welcome back to the Sports Hub podcast presented by UF Health Medical Group Orthopaedics. I'm Kyle Coppola. Thanks for joining us. Right now, we're talking with Rayniah Gould, who's joined us. She's a sophomore on the Villages Charter High School basketball team. Rayniah, thank you for coming on to the program.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, Rayniah, it was a fun season for you. You had 4.6 points per game and learned a lot this year. I feel like it was a coming out year for you. And, you and Zion and Evah, the whole team seemed to gel really well, especially at the tail end of the season. Can you talk about your season?
My season was really, really good. This was an opportunity for myself to see, like, do I really want to do this? And I had to fill the shoes of becoming and having a bigger role than I usually had in the past years in my basketball career. And not only just the team, but the players I played with became like sisters to me. And it was really special because it wasn't just a team. We all believed in each other. We all bonded. We all became best friends. Now we still talk outside of basketball, and that's what made it really special.
Camaraderie is so important to the team, not just to basketball, but in life as well, outside the court as well. Can you talk about the camaraderie of your team and sort of how you gelled throughout the year?
We gelled. So in the beginning of the season, we obviously we all had separate groups, and I feel like us together, we didn't judge or we didn't know her, so we not gonna really bond. We all bonded together. We all saw
what we had different, saw what we had same. And even through the differences, we still stuck together. And that made it special, and it made it a really, really good season.
Yeah, and you talk about these girls, especially Rayniah, big shoes to fill. You had Zoe Tennell leave last year. You had a bunch of girls have to fill the void that Zoe Tennell left. Zoe Tennell now playing with Daytona State College. Talk about how you filled that role and how Rayniah helped you.
Yeah, she was amazing this year. Like you said, we lost Zoe Tennell, but we also lost Nana Harris. Nana was expected to be our starting 2 this year. She was our starting 2 as a freshman. But what we always try to preach to our girls is, in life you never know when your opportunity will come, so you have to be ready for it. And so I'm just very proud of Rayniah and her ability to step in, and fill that spot. After 2, it's always a blessing as a coach. Like when you have somebody that plays defense like Rayniah, her on-ball defense is second to none. I'll choose her any day. But it's such a blessing as a coach when you have somebody that can literally, lock up the best player on the other team. So, but just to touch on what she said earlier about, the girls, when you have girls coming from everywhere, they didn't always get along, at times, but they had to come together, and coaches had to step out, and they had to figure things out, on their own. So that's just a life skill that they always have to have. So I'm just very proud of them for that too.
What are some of the most important things that you learned as a person this year?
As a person this year, thank you to my coach, I became like my mentality. It became a lot better this year. Every time I messed up, I used to get down on myself, and now I know I can stick through. I can keep my head up. And if I mess up, oh, well, next play. If I mess up in life, oh, well, next thing. So I feel like that's something that I really learned this year, and I really appreciate it.
Absolutely. And, Makayla touched on this subject earlier. She played at Lake Weir, so she came down. Big change in the program this year. Obviously, big change for you, too, because the entire team was experiencing this brand new charter high school that's down in Sumter County. If you haven't seen it, it's unbelievable. It's like a college campus. Hard to really put it into words, but you coming into the program, what was that like going into a brand new school this season?
I can say I would have never expected this. Like, I did not see it coming at all, from transferring from mainland to Lake Weir, then unexpectedly decided in the month to go to a brand new school with a brand new team and, brand new everything, the brand new school. And it's a really, really good opportunity, and I'm glad I took it.
That's awesome. She's so glad that she was a part of the program, Coach. You get emotional about these girls a lot of the time, talking about them and seeing them. What are your final thoughts on this season and going forward? What can we expect out of the girls program?
We'll every year our goal is just to be the best that we can, and I can't help it about getting emotional about these girls, because my number one job as a coach is to just be the best I can for them, and see them become the best people that they can possibly become. I do not care anything about wins and losses. Of course, we want to win, but my staff and my main job is to help our girls grow and to put stuff in them that they will be able to take with them for the rest of their lives. And so, that's our main jobs as coaches. So, as hard as I am on them, I am so much more proud of them. So I'm just very thankful, to be their coach, and I love them. They know that, and I'll do, anything for them, and I'm always going to continue to push them and be hard on them.
That's a real man right there. That's spoken like a true coach. And, Coach, you're doing an amazing job for these young girls. We appreciate what you're doing.
Yes, sir.
All right, that's where we're going to stop here today. Want to thank you guys for coming on. Coach, thank you for bringing you girls on.
Yes,
want to thank Evah Watterson, Makayla Crews, Rayniah Gould. Thank you for coming on the program today and giving us some insight onto the program. Appreciate what you guys do. Want to thank our partners, UF Health Medical Group Orthopaedics. Also want to thank Lake Center Home Care, Lake Sumter State College, United Southern Bank. Our podcast, of course, available on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Facebook, and more. Make sure you subscribe to us as well. It helps us out a lot. You can check out lakeandsumterstyle.com for local sports coverage in the Lake and Sumter County regions. Want to thank once again the Village's basketball team for coming on one more time, and we'll see you next time on the Sports Hub Podcast.
This has been the Style Sports Hub, presented by UF Health Medical Group Orthopaedics.